One of the biggest wasters we see in the gym is the times people take to warm up and the rest they take between sets. For warming up, it should be specific, minimal, and purposeful. What I mean by this is that if you're gonna warm up for a squat, get under the bar and start squatting. Typically what we're trying to do is get from the empty bar to the work set with 3 even jumps. Now the time you rest between sets is just the time you need to change the plates from one to the other. There's no reason to squat the empty bar for a set of 5 and then wait 2 minutes before you put on some plates. It's a waste of time. Squat the set of 5, put on some plates, squat a set of 5, put on some plates, squat a triple, add the weight, get to your work weight. Once you're at the work weight, take your rest. So the best warm-ups are the progressive sets of each lift individually. For novices, for example, who aren't very strong yet, again, there's no rest time needed between the warm-up sets. Once you get to the work set, you're thinking maybe 2.5, 3 minutes tops between your sets, move on. You should be from the empty bar to finishing your last set of 5 in 15 or so minutes. For intermediate lifters who are quite a bit stronger, now the rest times, of course, are longer because of the systemic stress of each lift. The squat, again, for example, you're gonna warm up as normal. You don't need a bunch of rest between warm-up sets. Once you get to the work set, you might need 3 to 5 minutes, depending on if it's an intensity day, a volume day, or a light day. But somewhere in the 3 to 5 or 6 minute range is appropriate for most intermediate lifters when the bar gets heavy for the work sets. The reason is because as the weights get heavier, the tax on the body is increasing and you need more time between the sets to recover for the next set. Remember, we're getting stronger, so we're not trying to rush our way through this thing. We're gonna rest appropriately, but not overdo it and waste time. Lastly, you've got really advanced, strong lifters. These people are still gonna warm up as normal. They're not gonna take much rest between the warm-up sets, but when it gets to work sets, now they're gonna need more rest. Now you're talking anywhere from 5 to 8+ minutes on some of the sets, again, depending on if this is an intensity day, a light day, or a volume day. If you have a really strong individual squatting a volume 5x5 at 220 kilos, he's gonna need a good 10 minutes between sets to recover at least. These folks generate an enormous amount of stress every set, so full ATP, CP recovery is going to take longer. Keep the warm-up short and with purpose. Get to your work sets, take the time you need to recover between sets, but not any more than that to make sure your training is fluid and effective.